the dark. Down the hall, pictures fall. Even the neighbors call. But then you rip out my heart. Every artery, a part of me. It's obvious to me that you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you go. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Walking away from me. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I could be anything you want. I could be anything you need. Baby, tell me it's something real, and I'll give you everything. Every now and then wicked smile. You know I can't help myself. They play around with me for a while. Keep tearing me up until there's nothing left. Ooh, it's obvious to me. Yeah, you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you go. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on. You don't want problems, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it. You already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mach 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. When is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends. Ay, you when I touching the kin. Ay, putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is. Ay, switching the moves, no number two, I came in the win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on the master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go close on this cast, but wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up, hold up. Pay
attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the change like I'm Depot. Picked up, walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Ooh, it's magic like some. We want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life. I ain't passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrificing heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me back up out my way. Yeah, I promise you, you cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I notice how cocky. But watch me, I'ma show you how hard got me. Parameters, you not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This excellence, Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast.
Like check 1 2 1 2. I sit when I go number 1 and number 2. Let's do this thing, guys. Lottie Funster, love minis, the Beast Mod, Quail Daddy. Mateo. Of course, Reappraiser, Crow Painting, JDA. Tecmo Joe. Took a nap today before the show. I was worried I was going to get another fucking headache that would jack me up. Recoil's mom and Mateo, thank you for the resubs. Crumbopulous Mike, what's up, man? 33 minutes ago. Sir Crow, oh yeah. Definitely, it was basically a couple all-night gaming marathons, and definitely a lack of sleep that fucked me up. I made sure to catch up on my sleep this weekend. I woke up early today, but I took a fucking nap. I took like an hour and a half nap. It's like, all right, it's time 41, guys. It's time to fucking be an adult here. Replay? Oh yeah, I forgot. I took a nap on Friday after I cut the stream. Yeah, it did help. I immediately laid down and took a 2-hour nap. Yeah, it fucking fixed me right up.
Let's do it!
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting. Hitting you up on the literal best of all days. Coming to you live from the Beats Lab in Citrus County. Fixing my Monster Energy can that's deformed so I don't slice my lip. They throw them around the same way every time, Recoil. We're doing it again. This hair, is that gonna work? Fine. Attic Painting, what's up, brother? Ginger Beef in chat. So, just chilling, you know, like, canceled. Bro, I didn't cancel my show when I had COVID. I didn't cancel my show when I had surgery on my hand and I couldn't barely use my left hand. But I couldn't paint last Friday, man. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus down from the heavens.
Horror Lovin', what's up, brother? Let me get some love in the chat from Panic Painted and Horror Lovin', Recoil's mom, Mateo, with all these free subs. Appreciate you guys. B-Dubs to Rain and Forces. Just got my dice in Boston, Massachusetts. Wait, why did you get your dice in Boston, Massachusetts? You don't live there, do you? Did I mail to the wrong place? Why'd you say Boston, Massachusetts? Is that like a mail forwarding? Okay, Kruger, what's up, homie? Judge B says, be honest, too many beers? On Friday? No, dude, I haven't eaten beers. Nah. It's because I was playing Diablo all week, man. Staying up till 3, 4 in the morning, waking up only with 6 hours of sleep. You know. And then by Friday, that shit caught up with me. And fucked me up. Wait, is that where you live, B-Dubs? Is that where I always mail you mail? I guess I never paid attention. That's right. Dents in the cans and holes in the box. Curry above. That's right, ginger beef. So I took a nap, felt better. Took a nap today. And I'm down to finally put the possessed to rest. So we're going to try it again. Exclamation point, pick a promo. We're going to try to get it done one last time. Reappraise is getting old is like tempering gear. Diablo, except the categories are shit like joint pain, insomnia, brain fuzz, and incontinence. You'll always brick sooner or later. Yep. So some of you guys got your dice already? Makes me happy to hear. And Canic Painting said he got his too. I was having some trouble with my thermal printer. I got kind of sad about it. I think I might have to replace it soon. And it's like I was hit by a sense of like inexplicable nostalgia and borderline sadness. Like the power's just gone out so many times here in Florida compared to like Hollywood. Like hurricanes and nonsense. That every time the thermal printer, every time the power goes off, it goes back on. The thermal printer like always like shoots out a roll. And then I noticed one day it just stopped. And I had to work on it a little bit, messed with it, got it back. And this is an old Zebra 450 CTP. This Rob had me buy one of these in like 2016. And he had been using one for his business when he was doing mail order bids. Even longer. It's an old printer. It's so old it's completely and utterly unsupported. And you have to do a bunch of borderline coding, plug-in installation to get it to function correctly. But it's a banging little fucking printer. It's industrial level thermal printer for label making. And I've loved it. And I've printed last time I looked, I printed like 5,000 labels. Some shit like that. So like I bought it in 2016 when we launched. This is the 8 years of this endeavor. And it was a big deal because the first month I was going to the post office, like with like boxes of shit and just labeling them there. Then finally I got this off the ground with all the software and everything. Rob helped me out with that. So this printer is clearly on its last leg. Like some of the sensors are jacked up now. It doesn't know how to like read where the labels end and line them up correctly. They have to kind of like manually line it now. It's all fucked up ever since like this year. So like unexplicable nostalgia and sadness is like looking over at that printer and being like, I started my fucking Twitch like whole program with that. Like, I love this thing. You know what I mean? I fucking love this little guy. Now, certainly they make better thermal printers and label makers for way cheaper now. No doubt. That's not the issue. I can go on Amazon right now and get one for $80. You know what I mean? Like, it's that I look at this thing, I'm like, man, this little guy's been sitting right here in front of me right there. It's been sitting there for fucking 8 years. Just part of my business, you know, part of my fucking, you know, environment. So it makes me kind of sad. Hey Kruger, that is a fact. If you're not in the mood, don't paint. Hitting a rampage, I do feel better. You got your dice as well? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, you got a ton of dice hitting a rampage. The Huff, yeah, it's a zebra. So, just share that nostalgia with you. It's on the way out. It makes me sad because we came up together here on Twitch, me and this Zebra 450. Coxie, what's up, man? Templar says, I got so many dice, but not enough to fill the hole of my soul, which I fill with dice. Oh, man, you're fucking ridiculous. Yeah, you got a stack, dude. Your shit was like 2 pounds of dice, dude. Coxie, you got a new tattoo on Thursday? Throw it up and whip. So our promo today is pick a promo. Top D gets to pick. You can pick something from the past, from this month of 8-year anniversary commemorative artwork, or you can come up with something a little bit more creative. It's up to you guys. Whoever wins it, of course, pick up those Yo Dogs. We're shipping again. How did you like? For you guys who got your package, did you guys get your ruler too? You guys peel that thing off? Oh, you know what? I'll put 2X. I forgot 2X Yo Dogs because I canceled last week. Or Friday. Let me put it back on. 2X Yo Dogs. Monday Night Raw. Caddy painting. They're classy as fuck, dude. Kilty O'Neil, thank you for the bits, homie. Love the chat right there. And it's reversed caddy painting, so it's not like it's not the kind that you have to like paint while it's in that state. No, it's inverted, and so you view it from the other side. It's super sick. Everybody else who does those laser etchings always do them like samey side. Nah, Game Envy. I love that the inversion. Wait a minute, dude, how are you gonna get your nipples swollen up to pop through your armor? That's right, man. Nipplegate. For anybody just tuning in for the first time, ! Class. Catch me on Patreon. Sign up. Caddy painting, yeah, you peel it all off. Peel it all, yeah, peel it all. But in the past, usually, a lot of times people would say like you can paint them. Well, you know, you see how like it's like a template. You can like just spray paint it if you wanted to. That's meaningless because you don't view it from the side it's etched. But peel it all off. Friedman, all jokes are welcome. Nipplegate jokes included. So let's get going here. And pop open some stuff. Love minis. How do you paint them? You just have to freehand the nipples on the new Sanguinary card. I can do a freehand nipple tutorial. Alright. Ugh. Lock into the cradle. Ugh. 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 Idiot at Rampage, what do you say? Says, this week's going to be light for me here in the Beats Lab. Bowling starts tonight. Seeing Deadpool tomorrow. And I have Blood Bowl on Friday. You know, my man is busy. Sounds like a great week, man. Let me see if I have one more of those bigger parchments. Yeah, I literally have exactly 3. Now these ones are pretty serious business. One of this, I normally tell you guys not to put water on top, but these ones you kind of have to. These excessively waxy ones. You have to get it to kind of sit down a little bit more. I like the more traditional parchment, not the like waxy butcher paper. But it's fine as long as you give it, as long as you soak it a little bit more. So what we want to do is, remember I cleaned this brush last time, and now I see I canceled my show and like didn't clean it at all. I'm gonna pour a little alcohol here. Normally using straight alcohol is not recommended on these little brushes, though. Sometimes I do it to get the paint out of that. You can see how jacked up it is. So much paint on it. And there is alcohol in this too. It's just not like straight concentrate. Okay, painting, yeah, the ruler slaps, right? Bro, that's such a sick... I mean, it's a promotional product, right? It's pure promotion, right? It has Game Envy's logo on it. But you see how they let me put... I designed it with Kit. And you see how it's just... It's sick, though, right? Like, it's not, like, intrusively promoting. We've got the Chaos Star on it. And I made their logo bigger than that in my proof design. And Kit made his like he made the Game Envy logo tiny. That was them. Like they didn't care about their logo being massive. They wanted a cool looking ruler. Eating a Rampage are still on the 8-bound, possessed, but they are absolutely. If I play World Eaters, my count says 8-bound. There we go. Looking good. All right. Okay, Kruger, what is that? Talk about this right here, this brush soap. Monument Hobbies. And so I'm cleansing my brushes because I think last week when I had a headache, I had to cancel the shot. I didn't feel good. I think I just put these brushes down in a kind of a haste, and I need to just spend a second cleaning them. And you see this one right here has got tons of paint in it. This one looks this one's terrible. Like I stored this awfully. But if you're patient, you use the paste, like concentrate like this, and you just work it in there, it will start dislodging the paint. And this brush, I would say, is cached. This brush is useless now in its current form. I'm hoping that with a little patience, see how we're getting swirls of paint dislodging from the bristles? And we're basically turning this little paste into kind of like a bluish green paste now. As it's pulling out huge chunks of dried paint in those bristles. And if you sit there for a minute and you do this, you can restore some brushes, some of your favorite brushes, back to performance. Like, look at all that. This is the way Jason suggests doing it. I think they have a tutorial about this on their website. It's mostly cached. Look at that. We rinse it with some water. Still some paint in it. Sometimes what I do is I take the airbrush cleaner and I try to like brush in between the hairs. See, this is a very gentle brush. I think we can use that still. Looking good. Still some paint. You see like right there. It's like I can see like orange paint. I can see like a tide line right there. This probably needs another few minutes of work. But I'll set it down out of the way. I don't need it right now. Ginger Beat says, if you only saw how I shoot my brushes. I'm right there with you, man. I never used to treat them good. I didn't learn this habit until 5 years ago. But this makes my favorite brushes last longer, you know? It's not money. It's not the money is the issue. I'll buy a new brush. It's when you got your brush kind of broke in the way you like, the way you paint. You know? It sucks going to a brand new one sometimes because now it's not painting the way you broke your brushes. And that irritates me. Like I always joke, like if I got like a little hook in the tip of my brush, it's like that's my hook. You know what I mean? Like I put that there. I put that there based on the way I paint. And I paint around it. Like it's built in, you know? Okay, so we were working on this guy right here. And so we were installing magenta highlights over black. Okay, so let's go back to that. Magenta. White. And we will need transparent red. Now, I always say that sometimes when you're doing this type of edge highlighting, a little flow improver, just chilling right there, it's helpful. The Huff says, I know that feeling. Brushes that didn't have the hook felt incomplete, and I couldn't use my full technique. Bro, get it. That's so true. So we're going to take the magenta and the white, and now we're going to pop out some edges. High opacity, low moisture. So let's run back in here. We're going to use the tracer, and we're going to just kind of pop some of the edges and ride that rail. See? And so this is like the mid-tone essentially, because it's not totally white yet. And we want to cut in a little, like a little heart pull right here. Rotate. Rotate. And you don't need to do it all, just kind of find like the sharp parts. Like right there. And just basically touch the tip, man. We want it to be popping. Pop, pop. We want to move in right here. Say you just want to get like kind of the tops of things. Maybe right here. I'm gonna hit it from the top right here. Always be rotating. Little heart pull. Tracer. Right there as well. See if we can catch this arrow a little bit right here. See, the base magenta is most of it, and then just popping some edges. Now, this is where I talk about little flow improver helps. Just kind of work it into the bristles a little bit. Slow the dry time down. I don't want to get the dry tip. Hit down, look for that tracer. Always be rotating. Here. So we can catch this little bit right there. So a lot of this is tracer technique. Assuming you're getting the correct rotation. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. And that's a tip tracer. Whenever you do that, got to be cognizant of the tip penetration so you don't accidentally drag some of this pink color onto the blue there. Hey Kruger, have you ever had a situation where someone refused to pay me? You mean back in like when I was commission painting? No. I think at worst I had a guy who didn't want to pay the balance until I set the models to him. I had to negotiate around that. So those little tips right there. Some janky lines in here. could tell about where my headache was peaking. Moving right here. Always look for that angle for the tracer. So Warhammer miniature, the most common order you get. Yeah, that's gonna be the most common for any commission painter. For sure. It's the most popular game system. Therefore the most popular commission. Just gotta make sure you have clearly stated literature about when payment is due and things like that. When I used to be doing commissions for the first 6 years of my business, I took a 20% non-refundable deposit, and if I had to build the models, it was 30%. Like kind of just like a flat 30%, unless there was like a special reason that price wouldn't work. And you had to pay the 30% up front too, because I contracted someone to build the models for me, so I pay them up front. And if somebody didn't want to pay you, like, oh, I'm not sending you the models back. So it never came up. But I just couldn't imagine somebody saying that, really. It's in my literature, you know, it's like, you gotta pay me, or they're mine. You relinquish ownership to this. And, you know, when you talk to them in email, you should make that clear. Looking pretty good here. So mostly just tracer technique. This will be a little hurtful. See, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one small round of popping. Okay, we're going to take a little white now. We're going to go pretty much raw dog here. And we're just going to pop some of these final edges. See, we already did the highlighting. This is just that final peak. It doesn't have to be nearly as extensive either. And then we'll go and clean up any bad lines. Like a two-step technique. Don't get bogged down on bad lines in real time. Just let it ride. Excuse me. We'll go back a step more toward magenta. Try to connect this line a little better right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this transparent red, some water, and I'm going to use this to kind of filter some of this trim. See, with a transparent red filter over the top, you see how we're going to get more saturation back into it? Recoil's mom just get to 5 subs to the chat. Let me get some strong mom love in chat. Recoil's mom just got it going on. And we're going to use that to kind of blur any like uneven line work. Resaturate it a little bit. It's going to have almost no impact on the black itself. But it lets me kind of clean up janky looking line work. And simultaneously resaturate any of the paleness that came from the white mixed in with the magenta. So this is part of the cleanup phase, and this will clean up most of the bad lines. To get some hype in chat. Recoil's mom. You just got gifted a sub. You know who to thank. We're using the heart pool, low opacity, some moisture. We're just dragging this watered down puddle of transparent red. Into most of what we've just done. Because I do like the resaturation. Gives you a much sharper image. Right. I'm gonna take a little bit more white. I'm gonna kind of mix it with our two reds, or our magenta and our red. I'm just gonna pop this line out a little bit right here. Clean that up. A little bit more. Right. The next stage is we're going to go back to the transparent blue and clean up the other side of the line. Some of the line got onto some of the blue. I'm going to take a little noosh. Pour a little water as well. Transparent blue, some noosh, some water. And so what I want is to kind of get inside this recess here where I spilled over. Kind of reinstall that dark line. Made some janky lines in there. And since I'm here, I'll just drag a little in right here on this little crevice. Here too, I have a bad line. Reinstall. This mostly looks good. Maybe a little right here. A little water and kind of clean this up. So, looking for any other mistakes. Feel like I could probably use a little bit of the transparent blue. Pin washing technique recoils mom. What's going on? We're gonna run it underneath this pattern. Right there. There's a little stress line right there. Here. Clean that little. It's important that you have nice tidy shoulder pads from the front viewing angle like that. Let me make sure this stress line looks good. And right here. Stuff mostly checks out. A little right here. Yeah, that'll ride. That'll pass my inspection. So we're gonna put some blue highlights in next. So I'm gonna just take the time. Oh wait, I missed his head. Let's grab some magenta. And I like that. So the first round of Possessed, on all the parts that you are allowed to choose, I chose the more demonic of the two options, including the face. And this round, and this set of 5, I chose the more marine of the two options. So it's actually kind of fun and easy to paint just marine helmets with horns versus the other guys are like morphing into demon faces. That shit was a nightmare. So even though I gotta paint this little like trim here, it's easy compared to figuring out where the demon face begins and the fucking robot face ends and shit. Let's grab a little white. Now let's go back to the transparent blue for a second. Let's make sure we have strong borders here. With a pin washed heart pool right here. Somebody will paint kind of wet. Pick that up. Putting those little dark lines in is crucial. And I'll put some in his face because he has like a skeleton respirator face. And let's just reinforce maybe wrist and finger. There we go. How about that? Okay. Let's grab some sky blue. Go boy, what's up? How you feeling, Recoil's mom? So what we need to do is, you see, this is our example of edge highlighting right here. We got to go through and knock this out. So let's just start on the face since we were just there. So easy enough to just take the sky blue. And kind of just outline what you're seeing there. Using just a heart pool. It's really, and it's kind of hard to mess this up, honestly, when it's like all these little organic textures. Take a little white, mix it in with the sky blue. And what we want now is an inner panel line right here. And we gotta use the heart pool for this. And the head is definitely the more challenging part, just because there's not that much real estate in this up in there. So what I'll do now is I'll take some of the transparent blue again, and I'll kind of reinstall the dark line where I got too close. That's transparent blue. Ultimately, it's not opaque. It's not going to fully erase what I just did. It's just going to fuzz it down a little bit. We should be able to go and try again. Get a little bit sharper. There we go. And so the objective there is not to erase the dark border, it's to work up against it. Let's hit the face. Top of the cheekbone. Let's hit the outside. Where the pipe runs in. A little bit more white. Let's see if we can just carefully get those teeth. A little bit more blue, the transparent blue. Slice some in around the perimeter of the mouth. Kind of darken it back up. Pure white. I'm going to try to paint the eyeballs. Right here. See if I can get these teeth a little bit better right here. All right. Let's go back to sky blue. Touch of white. What we want is a nice line right here with a heart bolt. Right here. He wants to kind of move around this star right here. Maybe add a little bit of the darker color. See how dark it is down here relative, so I darkened it up so that it's more respectful. And it's a fail rate mitigator if I kind of fuck up a little bit. If you're just coming in too bright, mistakes are too obvious. And I'm gonna make tons of mistakes. That's just how it works. So you see this big kind of crack right here? And right here. And I want to get that bottom one. We got to kind of figure out what's going on in there. Be a little bit more white. Right here, kind of toward the center. Okay, realistically, what we should probably do is take some white. Kind of stipple it in the hole. Let it sit there for a minute. Let's run back to the sky blue mix. Grab a little noosh to help out. A little bit of white in the brush. So this is always one of the trickiest lines to do. Is the shoulder pad inner panel trim. You want to do heart pull. I like to go from the bottom up like that. And I'm gonna see if I can keep it going this angle. Always be rotating. You're trying to pull straight back. That line got a little off kilter. So go back a little bit to some more transparent blue. And let's see if I can kind of filter it. Kind of send it to the background. I can have a second try at it here in a second. Okay, let's get sky blue and white again, but we want to be a little brighter. Right here. Maybe even more white. Get a little bit more. Go. Set some right here. Let's get the hand. Fingers. And we're doing little tracers along those knuckles. I'm gonna do a little heart pull right here. Right here. Wow. Got some pure white. There's some dirty blue on the brush though, so that's great. Little noosh. Little tracer right there. Right there. So I'm just brightening out some of the sharper points. So there's like fucking, that's a clean looking hand right there. Let's use a little of our flow improve. Kind of rinse the bristles out. Grab some sky blue. Let's do a heart pull right here on the thigh. Rotate. You don't want to make it too curved or you're going to fold the bristles over and fuck it up. So sometimes you just got to kind of connect the dots. Got a little white, mix it in. Go. You see how fast it's going now, like how we're just jumping around. And I'm not painting every line, both sides, every edge, both edges, shit like that. We're skipping a lot. But we're getting that illusion that it's like how heavy metal paints, right? But they don't skip anything. And a lot of that comes from just our drama, how we built in the transitions. We have a lot of bonus intrigue because airbrush. Toxie, the proper weights, they hold the paper down but also keep mold out. Let's get the top of this. Knee pad, grab a little bit of white. I like to get the bottom too, if it's traceable. If I can run a tracer all the way down with some sky blue. I'll take that. Okay, right here, we're going to use the heart pull. Rotate. It's important not to let the brush kind of fold behind itself. Light brush pressure at all times. You don't want to be curving and turning into a windshield wiper. It's always just straight. Tip of the brush. Now we'll add some white. There we go. See, we're just kind of hitting high points. And I've mentioned it before. This highlight is a nonsense highlight. It has no purpose other than to look badass. See if we can get this side. And no, and remember, this is a rank and file guy, though he's part of my elite choice, my army, or my some elite units. There's only 10 of them, so I want to make them look baller, but also I don't want to spend a billion seconds. I'll spend half a billion. So we're not doing every line. Like, enough's enough. We're kind of like not painting things you can't quite see under things, you know? Creating shortcuts and trying to hide the shortcuts. And the real shortcut techniques are starting with the airbrush, getting that drama down. I teach all my students how to do that. Getting a dramatic airbrush presentation, and then it really just comes down to order of operations and brush control strategies. That bod gaming, sadly I couldn't finish my Death Guard before Nova, narrative due to real life. So now I'm just adding Draxus and an Armiger to my Custodes to only have 2 minis to paint. Is that what you're saying? Sorry that you couldn't get it done in time, VetBot. I know that's disappointing. Like you see, I've like already given up on this panel and kind of what's under the hand here, and I'm not going all the way in between his legs. That's enough. Tucked it in. Let's side quest. Let's grab a little transparent red, little magenta. A little moisture, a little noosh. And I'm going to put it inside here. I'm going to rinse my brush, take a little bit more water. And I'm going to so we infused it with Noosh, and it's low opacity, and it's over white. But I'm going to take a little water and kind of stipple, kind of do a little removal. Because the Noosh gives me plenty of work time. Let that ride. Okay, Kruger, you posted 2 pictures of your paints in Discord. Yeah, we'll work. As soon as I get this greave right here, we'll do a whip session. VetBot Gaming says, also part of getting old. Can't be pulling all-nighters like I used to. Bruh, fucking had to cancel my show because of that same feeling. Feel you. Let's get some sky blue. It's heart pull right here. Tip of the brush. Rotate. Rotate. Have to break the rule right there. There's no other way. Light brush pressure at all times. Rotate. So we went in with the sky blue first. Now we're going to add a little white to the tip. There. Gonna run back to some transparent blue or the opacity. I'm gonna run into this zone right here. Gonna reinstall the dark line, but also filter down the ore line shape of my inner panel line right there. See, kind of reshape it so it's not so misshapen, essentially. It kind of gives you a second chance to clean that line up. Some white mixed in. Froggy PhD? Yo, who that? Get some love right there. I'm going to also do a bottom edge highlight on this scratch. It's just placed in a place where you can't ignore it. Alright, that's good. We're going to set up to do a whip session here in a second. Let me get some love in the chat for Froggy PhD. Those Raiders. If you're just tuning in, we're working on some side project right now for my Chaos Army for myself. Got a couple more sponsored pieces of content in the pipeline. I just haven't started yet. August is my 8-year anniversary stream anniversary month, and so I've been working on my own shit this month, having fun. Leo, Twitch person, says that's an odd looking Digimon. Bro, these are straight up Digimon. Digimon Digimon have like way more baller Pokemon. These are our possessed Marines. And these guys could be Digimon. And part of this, we had these little like crystal thingies, and we airbrushed them up real quick. Then we apply a couple different techniques to sync in our CMYK color palette on these possess. So this is like our Legion colors, the Edgelords. Got a lot of different units in the army using this workshop color scheme. Froggy PhD says that's a really nice sculpt. Thanks, man. I sculpted it myself. Spect in chat. YouTube, what's up, man? So, if you're just tuning in, we're going to get ready to do a whip session, exclamation point whip. We're going to Discord, take a look at some other people's works in progress, things like that. Let me see too, I'll show you guys some of the other. So this is some of the other unit types in the force. Got these war dogs. In our Edgelords color scheme, we've got the Lord of Skulls. You can see a lot of video. You can see a lot of reels on Instagram with this guy. He's our centerpiece for the Force. It's gonna take a couple of minutes to paint. Got the Lord of Skulls, the 3 War Dogs. That takes up a big chunk of points deliberately. And we've got 5 possessed already done, and these are the second 5. So 10 possessed take up a big chunk of points. We've got a Hellbrew already painted. We've got a Warp Smith already painted. I've got obviously hundreds of Demon Princes, but what we have in the pipeline still is 10 Warp Talents and 2 Lords of Terminator Armor. So that's been I've been working on this project for about a year. On and off, but I mean I've been playing it, right? Because I've got other models. It's just, between our sponsorships, our stream sponsorships, our stream content, things like that, I don't always get to put the time allotment in. I kind of wait for events to like motivate me. Froggy PhD, I can't wait to see it. Spec, the last thing you painted, Raging Hero models. Yeah, I kind of died. That died. I remember those models. All right. Let's kick it over to Discord. Exclamation point whip. That's right, Coxie. He had a tattoo. That slaps. That's savage. We got the Edgelord's colors representing the synthwave, cyberpunk, cyborg. Nine hours, you had to stop as your body started to reject the ink. Brutal. Nine-hour session. Sir Crow didn't get to paint minis this week, but what is this? Ceramic? You doing ceramics with your lady? Like, you guys taking a ceramic class? They're pre-made and you glaze them? Why don't you just whip out your airbrush, dude? No, I get it. It's also a different process. It goes in the kiln, like you said. I've done some ceramics back in the day. I was a kid once. It's cute. She painted a Necronomicon? Bro, just throw that up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hell yeah. Working on the he took the glazing lesson with me and he's been practicing on capes and robes and they're looking good, man. Easy. Killing it, bro. Man, Kruger, let's see. Oh yeah, these are cool. Also, what's this? That's pretty cool. Oh, is this a dice rolling tower? Bro, that slaps. That's metal. Froggy PhD, Vashor for Golden Demon in October. What, the Tampa Open? Is that where they do it? Let's see here. It's got some lava. Tight, 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 tight. With that. Let's see here. In Vashar in like 50 pieces. What the literal F? What madness is this? In Germany. Sounds more prestigious than Tampa. Guaranteed to be more prestigious than Tampa. Let's see here. Looks like we spent some here. So we got some kind of NMM bronze and silver action. That shit slaps. Some tri-blending. Man. Also, I like where you're going with this nut curtain. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, let's just tie this out. You don't have an airbrush, I take it? Froggy PhD. In reference to my question about owning an airbrush. I do, but I hate it. It clogs every time I look at it. I just use it for priming. When I teach people in my course, I'd say 99% of when people fill out the pre-course assessment form, I use it for priming and base coats. It always clogs. And people ask me all the time, they're like, how do you keep your airbrush from clogging? And my answer is, I don't know. It always clogs when I use it. It's just learning how to work around it and the function of it. It's a big part of what I teach. Because it's gonna clog. It's the nature of acrylic paint in an airbrush. So working around it and knowing how to clear the clogs in real time and not have to break it down and clean it, put an ultrasonic cleaner, all that shit. Fuck all that. Just techniques. Especially with this degree of sub-assembly, bro, you can proceduralize the shit out of some of this. But still looks phenomenal. Where it really will kill it is like things like this. Things like this lava base. Frog, yeah, it always clogs. It's just there's ways to rapidly clear it in real time, and understanding how thin paint needs to really be and how little to pull the trigger back. I advise not to give up on it. Because you can paint bases like this in seconds. Like, for example, I just did this right here, and this is just a GW base, right? It's not even a lava base. It's just a GW base, and we just put dirt on it, and then just sprayed. Just use our airbrush. Wow, fucking glowing fire. Like in 10 minutes of work. You know what I mean? And even this, like a model like this big, like same thing with Vasher. There's like at least 70% of this is coming from airbrushing. And then it's just like some edge highlights and some heart pulls, like some pit wash. It's a lot of dry brushing. Like the airbrush is truly overpowered. When you give it the time required to deal with the admitted and acknowledged frustration of it constantly clogging on you. Like, getting past that, fucking... And Froggy, you probably, like, I'll just guess, you might be using, like, airbrush thinner instead of flow improver or flow aid. You don't want that. You don't want anything that's a drying accelerator in your airbrush. You want drying retarders in your airbrush. Awada makes good stuff, Froggy. The big mistake people make who are entry level at airbrushing is they're not thinning their paints enough, and they're probably thinning it with the wrong product. And they're pulling the trigger back too far and treating it like an on-off switch. That's like lesson 1 of my course is all about fixing that habit. Froggy says, I enjoy doing the wet blends cut from a canvas and trying stuff, mixing paint on the mini is my jam. Oh yeah. Wet blending is OP. Like, having that skill set is overpowering. But where the airbrush lets you like set the canvas, right? Like set it. And then you can go in and wet blend your drama back in. And instead of it taking 50 hours of wet blending, it took you 10 hours wet blending. Like you use them together. So you can, there's a lot of stuff. Like a great example of that as a learning sake for everyone watching is this right here. I'm gonna pull this I use this actually in my class. And this So, like this Thanos, we airbrushed the blue, right? Like we saturate, like we airbrushed it, but there's no way I was able to get that kind of airbrush. It's impossible. You can't get in that tight. But I set it as tight as I could, right? Then I just like blocked off some areas, did some base coats with ochres. Then I kind of airbrushed it with some cheaty angles and got all the ochre set, right? Then I just went back with the paintbrush using the same 3 blues, dark blue, blue, and sky blue, with some white and some black, right? And I just dramatized each muscle belly. But the airbrushing was 99% of it, and all I had to do was push shadows in with a little bit of wet blending in place. So like something that would take me 1 billion seconds to wet blend, took me, a third of 1 billion seconds. Time saving. Froggy PhD. Glazing is, that's a good statement. He's saying you're lazy most of the time. It's water. Water's fine. I use water a lot in airbrush. And glazing, you know how people do it and have the patience. So glazing isn't blending. Glazing is layering, right? Glazing is just low opacity stacks that look like you're blending, right? So the more glazing and the more respect, the more it looks like a blend. And that's actually what the airbrush does too. Wet blending is actually blending. You like blending on the palette, like you like, or on the model. You're actually using capillary, and you're blurring and whirling the paints together and actually blending them. So it's really hard to teach somebody to wet blend because it takes a degree of moisture, like instinct. That is kind of hard to show someone until they develop the prerequisite technique and instinct, because it's got to happen now. Whereas glazing is impossible to mess up as long as it's low passing, low moisture, you let it dry. So it's really good for pretty much any hobo off the street can learn glazing and work their way up to wet blending, but still get the blends. It takes way longer though, and that's actually part of my 4th lesson. And I do an actual demonstration where we do our glazing lesson, but also I do the wet blending demonstration as well, and show them like you're gonna work into this technique, but look how much faster it was. But it's hard. It's too hard right now for most people. Beautiful work on this Vasher, Froggy, and thank you for the raid. Good luck at your Golden Demon competition in Germany. It's beautiful, meticulous. Effort is being deployed here. I think anybody can see that who judges this. Can't wait to see it all put together. Red coat. Let's see what you got here. Oh my god. Bro, that's hot tech right there, baby. Rocky, thank you for chatting about it. Get the airbrush more serious for my next mini. Yep. I recommend sticking with it. Get OP. The problem with like good painters who try airbrushing is that people who are already good at painting, Froggy, don't like being bad at painting. You know what I'm saying? So when you use the airbrush, you're suddenly bad at painting again. And you haven't been bad at painting since you were a baby. So you don't like it. You don't like the feeling. And so like that's one of the first hurdles. Especially if you come from 2D art where you did canvases and stuff, you know? Good night. Grab that dinner. Red coat, this slaps. You got the next level painting Miami Vice signed dice pouch. With the new dice. Look at that. Dice are being shipped, guys. Check the mailboxes. We're shipping every day. Sending out pounds of dice. Thank you, Redcoat, for all your support. This is a good project to finish, Redcoat. Circro. This that Necronomicon you were talking about? It's awesome. Tell your lady I love it. Red coat, your measuring tool came broken. I expected some of them would. They always love to break those things. Let me put you back on the list. Let me actually write it down. It's you. I got extras. I can replace bricks. Oh shit, where's my pen? Oh no. Remember 1 year anniversary of not losing my pen? Is it on the floor? I feel like, I bet you it's on the floor somewhere. Fuck! No! It's supposed to be right here on the pad. Red coat. This is upsetting. Got a backup pen, but I gotta find that pen. I have lost my pen. Borrowed that pen from my mom a year ago. Recoil, let's take a look at this AOS terrain. Bro, those paper towel. Are those just what is that? What are you holding those with? It's an empty. Those are empty toilet paper cardboards. Tight. Legend. Brian Porkchop, Dark Souls. Recoil. It's so ridiculous. This guy's scary. Is he this big? Is this like a whole castle? Is this like... Or is this just like steps? Am I seeing this? No, okay, that skull's real size. I see. I was like, is that a tiny castle wall and he's that big? No, I get it now. It's just some decoration. It's like, bro. Half the size of a knight. I love it. Great work, man. Beautiful. This kid was basically zenithal and then glazed with black and detailed. Just great. Request says there's literally nothing to hold them. I was using my inserted fingers, but I'm out of practice, if you know what I mean. Yep. Put the hobo brain in the gear and grabbed a couple of TP roll tubes. Smart. Alright, I'm gonna go hit the bathroom, guys. I'm gonna take my midstream pee break. I'll be right back. Exclamation point, pick a promo. Don't go anywhere. Dagger. Follow. Jump back into it. Pick a promo. Top D. It is 2x Yo Dogs. Make it up for Friday. Any donations are double. We're shipping right now. People getting their dice and their rulers. Swag. Loweth. Let's run back to the money shot. Get back in the obesity cradle. Okay. So, this is the project. It's 5 of these guys. Still gotta get these guys are done except for their bases. See, we got this is how the crystal's gonna end up on the base. Still gotta do the dirt and whatnot. So we're working on the 5th guy. Knocking him out right now. There we go. Okay. So where we left off is we're working on the blue, getting those edge highlights in over the airbrushing. So let's see if we can move up to the top shoulder pad right here. We'll grab some sky blue, be a touch of noosh. What we want to do is get a line right here. We're going to use the tip of our brush and we're going to heart pull straight back. Rotate. You always want to be making just straight lines. And you don't want to put it in the gutter. You kind of want to ride that dark line we deployed there. So you always be rotating. We're using a little respect at first. We're using just the sky blue. So it's pretty gentle at this stage. Want to make sure there's a line right here. This is a little trickier at an angle because his helmet's in the way and his backpack. Want to grab a little white, add it in. The hobby corner. Now let me get some hype in the chat right there.
30 seconds in, hit it with an F5. Hit it back so hard he feel it in the next life. Pull him over that shoulder just like a knapsack.
Yo, this backpack's in the way too. This is constantly. This shoulder pad is obnoxious. So we're using the tip of our brush, hobby corner. And we're gently pulling back, trying to create straight lines. But this helmet and his backpack's kind of in the way right here. So it's kind of tricky right there. That's definitely the hardest spot. And now we're going to rotate here, heart pull straight back. Rotate. And then finally, a little bit right here. A little bit right here. And we're not going to do any lines on parts you can't see. Shout out to anyone coming over here from the hobby corner. Always just a tip. We are working on our squad of possessed. We've got 4 of them done, like in the bag, looking pretty good. And it's 10 total. I finished the first 5 earlier this year. Now I'm back to. I had to take a break from Painted Possessed because they are pretty detail-intensive minis, and so I've been kind of just in my spare time working on this lot of 5 for my army. And since it's my anniversary month, I decided to work on my own shit this month. Get these done since we pushed out the Kragnos project. Just doing some cheat codes right now. Got a raid and run hobby corner. Peace out. Thank you for the raid. So let's grab a little bit more sky blue. To be right here on the elbow. Say a little bit from behind here. Not doing everything though. Areas that are harder to see are going to get slacked on. %. Corners will get cut. So just heart pulling. High opacity, low moisture. Tracer technique on this belt. Ride that rail. Ride the butt flap. Be cognizant of your tip penetration. You're doing stuff like this panel right here. Grab a little white, add it to the mix. See if I can tighten this line up right here. What that needs is we're gonna have to go back a step because those lines are a little thick. So we're gonna go back a step. Grab the transparent blue. And we're gonna lower the opacity a little bit and we're gonna reinstall the pin wash. We're going to use that to slightly reshape and filter some of our thick highlighting. See, by re-embedding it, it'll kind of skinny up those lines. And then it'll give me like a second chance to kind of sharpen them. Some white and some sky blue again. Right here specifically. Yep. I need to mess. The face is bothering me. So let's go back to the original. Kind of like the catch-all bone, teeth, horn color of this whole project. No matter what model we're working on, it's shadow flesh mixed with gray and white. It's every model in the Edgelords project. Okay, you just take the flesh, add the gray, It could be black and white. Sometimes I just use black and white. And we're gonna get a, based on how you mix them together, get a pretty solid horn bone color kind of situation. So I'm gonna try to repaint these teeth. And this miscellaneous like teeth sticking out of the armor trim all over these guys. And we'll just take a second to go through and highlight them off of black. Straight up teeth growing out of the armor. You see, that's even what this has been based. This right here is exactly the same color. So we painted this thing the same way. We just kind of stopped painting it after we did a base coat. You see. Add a little bit more white, a little noosh. Let's just kind of stipple right here. Deliberately rough. But those little trim teeth are kind of everywhere, you see.
Baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Single malt, double malt, blended? By November I should find something good.
Yeah, that's my man Ennis Ogre. I'm going to be meeting up with him and Natty. We're going to drink Natties and Natty. He says we're going to drink single malt. But we're drinking Natties. Or blended. Blended's great. I don't like double malt. But also, I don't like the ones that taste like fucking smoke. I don't know what that type is called. Ennis Ogre, let me get some love in chat for a true gangster. We're just trying to get all these little horns and teeth. A little bit more white and noosh. We're going to stipple the seam of this skull. You see? Oh, you on the P level. I'll drink peaty scotch, but I rate it mid in my flavor preference. Yeah, it's definitely less preferred. I like it. I like the scotch to be low peat. Yeah, for sure.
30 seconds in, hit him with an F5. Hit it back so hard he feel it in the next life. Pull him over that shoulder just like a dance.
Let me get some strong man love in the chat. Monument Hobbies coming in with that raid. Hellfire 401, thank you for the follow. We are currently painting random teeth that grow out of chaos trim using a combination of gray and shadow flesh. It's been what we used on every model in this project so far to do anything that's like a horn, teeth, or a skull. That way I wouldn't have like 30 different looking fucking bone effects throughout the army. There's plenty of personalization and using the shadow flesh and gray in this capacity, so you can still get personalized, unique looking guys. And it's just like shadow flesh, gray and white, see? And you can make it kind of look like anything you want. There's a lot of in-betweens here, you see? These chaos models are ridiculous sometimes. Just looking for teeth. I'm gonna take some pure white and gonna just add a little bit of love to some of these. See, just high opacity, a little moisture, just little stipples. Jimmy Norris, what's up, man? Bro, my brother sent me a reel of Jimmy Norris. It was... You have no idea how much this impacted us in like high school, and it was the Budweiser, like Bud Light, like what's up? It's like played the whole commercial. Like, what are you doing, man? Just drinking a Bud. What do you have? I'm out of Bud, and then they do the whole bit where they're all picking up the phone, bro. Jeep Nace says, dig your color choice in the scan summary. Thanks, man. The Edgelords project has been ongoing for a year. This is the latest entry into the army. I mean, it looks like there's a lot going on too. Deep Jeep, but I've covered it multiple times. It's pretty procedural. It's extremely proceduralized, and it's only time consuming because of how complex these kits are, but it's typically not that big of a deal. Let me take a little magenta and just finish. I realize there needs to be a little magenta right here. All right. Oh wait, and there's something going on right here I missed. I think this is a top. Right here. Spilling out of the armor. And of course, I found another Chaos armor tooth, which is right here. Ridley Fitz, thanks, man. We haven't even painted this Imperial Fist yet. We just blocked them in. But let's go to the black detail now, like the stuff that's not going to be magenta highlighted. Keep Jeep says you've always had stellar color choice on your styles. Thanks, man. Edisoga says someone was asking about what reaction channel I was listening to that was using NLP's bruh in the soundtrack. I have one saved that used it in a few minutes, used it for the first few minutes. Edisoga, what the fuck are you talking about? That sounds the same. What exactly are you talking about? Someone using my voice? Yeah. Throw the link up in chat, dude. Let me take a little. I'm gonna use a little wash, aka a little soft tone, a little dark tone. Army painter. I'm gonna use the soft tone on his mouth to go inside the teeth. much better. And then I'm also going to use it on the base of some of the bigger teeth that are poking out, just to give it a little shade toward the base.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus down from the heavens.
Brick Wall Studio, what's up, man? We get some strong man love in the chat right there. There are several channels that use your bra in the soundtrack. Why are you fucking? There's no way it's me. There's no way they're using my. There's no fucking way. And what do you mean, my bruh? Like I don't say that. I've never. That's the first time I've ever said that. Where did you post the link? Let's see.
Oh no.
I mean, that's not me. I'm flattered that you think it's me. That's hilarious. Glad that it reminded you of me. Bruh. Bruh. And in reality, Ennis Ogre, I stole their bra. Because I do it like deliberately Mimi. You know what I mean? I don't walk up to my dad and I'm like, bruh. I say it because it's ludicrous. You know what I mean? Because I heard other people saying it. And I think it's ludicrous. Just putting a little bit down, just to see, make those little units look a little better. Let me see if I can clean this up. I want to put a little bit of a white cap on these teeth. Now that I can see them better. Now that I have the post-wash clarity. God, this one tooth is kind of jagged still. It's weird. Alright, I'm happy with that. And it's ogre. I realized that I had done that. I apologize for killing your joy. So in honor of Ennis Ogre.
Rotation.
This is me 100%. Bruh. That's me, bruh. It's me.
Oh no!
Damn, bruh. 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 Bruh.
Huh?
Bro. That sucks. Oh, this is gonna be awful.
That
Yep.
didn't stop her from taking a run.
Oh my
That's
god.
hilarious.
Bruh. Oh man, that's fucked up. Bro. Right in the balls. I want to get... So let's grab some gray. I need some black. So let's get some black, some gray, some blue. And let's cut in some of this. And so we're just making a dark blue gray. And see, instead of pulling out like silver, we're just painting this blue gray right over the black. We're going to use it on the pipes too here. And we're just going to give it a nice ghostly highlight. And we're just, I mean, we're keeping it kind of rough. Add a little black back in right there. Rinse. Let's go. That brush I put down earlier, let's grab that. We're going to grab this as well. This is one of the icon options, I think. We're just gonna cut it in. We cut it in black already, so we can kind of be a little sketchy here. We're just kind of stippling this right over it. Add a little bit more black. So it's a little bit more subtle right here. And some of this stuff back here. Set some right here. Let's get this belt buckle on this little corpse. Lower the opacity a little bit. Run it like a filter right over these blue lines. Slow opacity, kind of like a wash right now. I'm going to take the shadow flesh, add white. Do a little bit of top coat right there. Run back to the small one. Small brush. Let's grab a little bit more white, a little touch of blue, add it to our gray combination. Run some heart pulls right there. Get a little bit more. Let's get these arrows right here. A little bit more white. A little bit more right here. Running this the tracer technique. Get those little edges. Schmuckalo. What's up, man? Over on YouTube. Go. Take it. there as well. Let's see if we can catch some edges on these spikes. Trying to get some highlight thrown on those, that like halo, just kind of stippling it, hopping around. Don't need to go too hard. They can be subtle. This little pipe right here though, and these connection points, I'm gonna throw some highlight on. There we go. We got 22 minutes left in the show. Shout out to my man Ennis Ogre. Found a video of me online. Someone owes me money. Exclamation point. Hyphy. I get a little bit right here. As always, we got some nonsense back here. So let's take a little bar gray mixed with shadow gray, or sorry, shadow flesh, white kind of combination. What am I looking at here? Is that like flesh? On. Let me switch it back to magenta, actually. Yeah, I think this is like a fleshy protrusion. Use a little noosh, a little magenta, a little transparent red. Yep. We've also got, I've been painting these. See how these are like misshapen vents? They're flesh, you see? They all have it in common.
from we enter inside. I come through and lift up the vibe. That's just what we bring, we get like. Gonna get this party started alright all night. Got the rhythm on deck. I
Little
don't
white
need to
mixed
tell you
in.
what's next. Just jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Got my cup full, I'm fine. Head to toe in that drip, I'm wavy. Couple man I ain't seen from time. Couple girl I might move to wine. Like Amos, if it's no crime, would you
Jeep Nate says, "What's take a noosh? How to use it? I'm using it right now. It's basically just slows the dry time down of paint, and it's reactivate, and it can reactivate thousands of applications. I use it when I add chai light. I use it when I'm doing lay down. When I do it sometimes when I just want to glaze something. Make it. Sometimes I use it like a wash medium. I like it because I can. Damn it! There's a big fucking hair. I like it because you can lower the opacity of a paint without like making it wet. So it can stay very controllable. They market it as a weathering compound because it simulates the like how oil works when you can reactivate it with spirits. It definitely has qualities exactly like that. So, trying to connect this to right here. You see there's flesh here as well. Maybe I should grab some transparent red. The backpacks are always a hassle. I'll grab a little white. They wonder why after flipping sides we not out of eye. I wonder why. Whole lot of friends they came and they went. Whole lot of money I put up and spent. When I was down, ain't not to be found. But catch a little buzz, they right back again. Right back again. Pull up and toast, right to the brim. This for them. Started from nothing, we did it, we made it, we turned into something. I said what I be, but they ain't believe, they thought we was bluffing. You get what you give, I gave it my all, now we in a running. I did it. Yeah, the backpacks always have challenges. Rinse my brush. Some white and some transparent red. I kept a vision around me. Whole team know it isn't about me. Been through the peaks, been through the valleys. If I try to quit, they wouldn't allow me. Breaking the bread up and pass it around me. Yeah, walking achievement, eyes we beat it. You know it's a feat, still on 2 feet, yeah. They say I'm conceited. It ain't no limits, no, it ain't no ceilings. That's how we feel it. That's how we feel. It's hard to conceal. Started from nothing, we did it, we made it, we turned into something. I said what I be. And the white with the transparent red is a lot more saturation. Started from nothing, we did it, we made it, we turned into something. I said what I be, but they ain't believe, they thought we was bluffing. You get what you give, I gave it my all, now we in a running. And I did. You see, the skin kind of morphs into the backpack, as they always do. You kind of just have to respect that. I'm gonna take a quick back step into the blues again. There's some sky blue. Using the tracer technique.
Hey, way too fast. I gotta go, I'm in the zone, foot on the gas. Hey,
13 minutes left in our pick a promo giveaway. Top D. It is 2x Yo Dog since I missed Friday because of my fucking headache. 2x Yo Dogs for donations. Top D gets to create their own promo. Shout out to my man Ennis Ogre for your support. Summer's always hard, and some of you guys come in clutch, support your boy. I know it's not easy out there for everyone. The 8 years I've been on Twitch, doing this as a business, 2024 has been hard. I see it everywhere, man. Everyone struggling. Thank you for helping a hobby hobo out. And it's over. I'm looking forward to going to Cincinnati. Wyatt's going to go too. Arthur is going to go. Just kind of cleaning this up. I'm just kind of glazing a little blue right here. That's right, go boy. Kalini in chat. Just finished your airbrush homework? Oh shit, my man Kalini. See if we can sneak a little white into the sky blue. 10 minutes left in our promo. High opacity, low moisture. Running that tracer. Man, Kalini working his airbrush technique. Go. Go boy, I will. You're not going, go boy? Don't you live in Cincinnati? Don't you live in Ohio? See, now we're getting somewhere with this backpack nonsense. A little bit more white and the pink. This is Illinois. It's the same place, the Midwest. It's all the same place, right? It's like driving across town at most. This little flesh mound is kind of obnoxious. Bro, you can get bogged down on this thing so hard. Every backpack is like this. Kind of building up a couple of lines. You see that there's like some striations in there. Cincinnati's 9 hours. What the hell? That seems crazy. Just adding a little bit of low opacity transparent red. Because it occurs to me that like all I ever did was like block this pink in up here. I didn't really do a lot. And I keep kind of detailing around the fact that I haven't done any detail, you know. There we go. And all we do in this situation is we're just kind of making smaller and smaller, brighter and brighter, subtractive highlights, right? Based on the texture that we're on. It's just layering. And we're just using the magenta and white and transparent red. Gonna have to work more on that. It's not there yet. 4 minutes left. You can get on the final four for as little as 99 cents. Let me try a bigger noosh wash. So I'll put more Noosh and transparent red, and I'm using water to kind of subtract from that. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I need more shade definition, essentially. And Noosh is great for that because of the subtractive quality.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore? I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
Yo, recoil.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Got my dice today. Ah, yeah.
Who that? The Huff says, got his dice? Hell yeah, brother. I'm so glad that you got them. I'm always worried. I always feel like I don't order enough in case some get lost in the mail. Let me get some strong man love and chat from my man Coil Daddy and the Huff. Red Otter, thank you for the follow. And this Ogre just posted some pictures in chat. This just looked they look pretty good. Or in the whip. The Huff, you understand me, right? The Huff and this Ogre recoil up on chat. Minute 45 left in here. You can get on the final four. Still for 99 cents. You can win the promo for $20.01. Let me take a second to grab some of our bone color. And paint these spikes with it.
And his name is John C.
Never say bruh again.
And his name is John C.
Let me get some strong man love in chat for Red Coat and Sir Crow painting. Red Coat says, I can never say that word again. 33 bucks. I'll stop saying it for the rest of today. No problem. Let me get some heat in the chat right there. Thank you guys so much for supporting your boy. So now there's our little spikes.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Minute 16 left in chat. Redcoat says, deal. Have a guy at work. That's all he says. Understood. And I'll look at NS Ogre's whip here in just 1 second. That's a good stopping point right there. The backpacks are always notoriously preposterous on these possessed. They're fun though. Remember I told you guys I used to hate painting backpacks because they were all like identically the same. Back in the day, you just get them in a blister, remember? And I was like, they sucked. 34 seconds left. the giveaway. Shout out to Redcoat. So look, every backpack is like this, right? Glowing bullshit, morphine flesh, right? Morphine flesh, eyeballs, bones, fire, fucking tail. This backpack is a fucking tail. But what the hell is this? They're all like that. The backpacks are such a huge feature on these models. You can't slack. You can't neglect it. It's actually one of the more fun parts to paint too, now that I have gotten into the rhythm. And straight up, this is my least favorite possessed model. The one we're painting right now, he is my least favorite one. I think he is inferior to all the other ones. He is the least cool one to me. Like, this dude, that dude is fucking Wolverine, dude. He's like, what's up, dog? He's coming at you, dog. Look at that stance. This guy slaps. This guy obviously slaps harder. Right? This guy's got the Zoidberg claw and the fire sword. This guy objectively slaps harder. Right? And look at this guy. That's just a classic. Look at this. He is the goofiest one with the insect arm. He got fucked. When the dark gods were blessing them, he gets the fucking insect hand. They all get like crushing claws and fucking vorpal blades. This guy has a regular dude's hand and three sticks. He's like, blessed be Nurgle for my chicken wing arm. Yeah, Zoidberg is a combat monster, the Red Otter. Like, that dude, yeah, you don't want to get in that motherfucker's way. Is Ennis Ogre still in chat? I just want to take a look at his whip before we get out of here. So, fucking, like, I don't even know, like, I want to say, like, how many legs do spiders have? 8? What has 6 legs? Ticks? This guy's like half a tick. Like, good old half tick over here with a fucking human arm still sucks. And a Ogre. Doing a little weathering. Keep it clean with a little weathering. That's the way to do it. I love it. Oh my god. Write these names down. Just remembered I had to find my pen. Red coat. Buff. And a ogre. May recoil. Got it. Thank you guys for your support as always. Can't do it without you. If you're thinking about supporting me or getting more content, exclamation point class, sign up on Patreon. Got tutorials galore. Still haven't uploaded all the Kragnos videos yet. I got sidetracked by Diablo. I apologize for that. Can't find them all in the VODs though. So they are here on Twitch. Love minis. Where are we putting that raid? Did you already say it? I missed it. The hell is start collaborating? What the hell is this? Now you can see what streamers in your network are open to collaborating from Stream Manager. Okay, I don't know what that means. Thank you, Recoil. Thank you, Canic Painting. Dark Horse, what's up, man? Get ready to set up a raid right now. We're gonna raid Wicked Mini. Wicked Minis. Stop, collaborate, and listen. That's right, Huff. Wells, much love. Alright, the raid is kicking off. We're bringing the length of the girth over to Chaotic. Wicked. See you guys tomorrow night. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.
Moving down to LA, to the land of opportunity. My grandma thinks I'm crazy for giving Hollywood a piece of me.